The sea covers over 2/3 of our planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Scuba diving allows us to peel back the blue veil that obstructs our eyes from all the magnificent things that lurk below. And rest beneath the sea. We invite you to join us as we travel and explore all that lies beneath. Hiya, this is Captain Dennis with Squalus Marine Divers. Today we took a ride up to Rhode Island. We're on a boat called the Canned Air. We're going off to do the Wreck of the Grecian. Grecian was a big steamboat and it sank. It got hit by another boat, or it hit another boat, and then here's where it ended up. So it's a little snotty out here, as you can see, but we're giving it the old college try. I'm going to wait for Joe. Joe's going to team up with me today, and we're going to make our way down. And as you see, this is a little bit murky, but as we get closer it clears up quite a bit. You can see here's one of the boilers. There's 4 boilers, and we're tied into that one. What we did was we just dropped a hook and we grappled right across this, and this was a pretty good hook. Tim's down here checking out the tie-in. So now that we've got Joe, we're going to do a little exploring. We're going to head off the eastern side of the boiler and make our way down into some of the wreckage. Not much left of the hull here. This is a kind of a big debris field, all banged up. There's all kinds of copper piping, conduit, electrical wires, things like that. Big pieces of machinery. I think that's a ling. Some lobster traps that didn't make it. Oh, a little starfish. As we get down to the sand on the outside, kind of away from the main center of the ship, come across this guy. Can you see him? There he is. Big skate. And we're going to head a little bit south now. And another skate. This one's a little bigger than the last one. And yet another bigger one. Yeah, this is a pretty big guy. About 2-3 feet long. And then off to the right of him was this guy. I guess they like the sand. That's where they blend in their camouflagey Here we have this other crazy wheel piece, and that black thing on the right, that's a shoe sole from a long time ago. This giant piece looks like some kind of a spool or winch. Another skate over there. These big giant pieces laying all over the place almost look like guns, but I guess it's just pieces of wreckage in every which way. Here's Joe in front of one of the boilers. You can kind of get an idea how big they are. Now we're going to swim in between the boilers, kind of into the very center of the wreck. I'm going to look around in there. And as we make our way into the center where all the boilers were, if you keep looking on that boiler on the left-hand side, you can see a little black square on the bottom. That's where they used to shovel the coal into the boilers to keep the steam going. Most of those hatches, you can see here, one on the right, have fallen off the boiler. We're going to give a look inside and see what we can see. So as we look inside the one boiler, way in the back, you can kind of see his head. There's a little eel in there. He's hanging out. Pretty big guy. And then on the bottom part, where you would feed the coal in, you can see this is all falling off. And we can't get in there, but we can get the camera in there, and you can see it's nothing but sand inside. And this is the one next to it. This one's off too, and there's a little flatfish in here who's made this into his nice little studio efficiency apartment. So as we back out, we see there's a very colorful sea bass here, and across the hall from him is a tautog, or a blackfish. We hope you enjoyed diving with us today on the Grecian. We're going to make our way back up to the boat because we've got another boat to dive. Here you can see Tim. Tim's got a side mount system. His tanks are on his side. Most people are used to seeing them on a diver's back, but he has them on his side for cave diving and squeezing in and out of little tight spots, so it makes it safer for him. We'd like to take a second to say thank you to Captain Wayne Gordon on the Canned Air for taking us to today's dives. If you're interested in following along with us, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you can add us on Facebook under Squalus Marine Divers, and you could also go to our interactive dive map at squalusmarine.com. Until the next dive, I'm Captain Dennis.